The show must go on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm playing with Zaffai and the Tempests, a creature that lets you cast one instant or sorcery for free during your turn, which means that this deck needs to ramp up to 7 mana and then cast some big, nasty spells. Whether you're going to be taking an extra turn or drawing a bunch of cards, maybe taking 2 extra turns or wiping the board, maybe tapping things, killing things, drawing cards, making elementals, or casting a bunch of stuff at random. Zaffai and the Tempest lets you do this all for free, as long as it's the only thing you plan on doing once he enters the battlefield. In this deck, the main strategy is it control? Burning the board, playing some planeswalkers, and countering your opponent's key spells while you set up to take extra turns. Zaffai and the Tempest also lets you really make good use of some card draw because you can put the right card into your hand to then cast for free. Zaffai and the Tempest may cost 7 mana, but thanks to cards like Seething Song, you can bring them out pretty early. So let's take Zaffai and this crew into the queue and see what song they've got to sing. Prismari, the Inspiration. Amy, that has a lightning bolt in opening hand. I guess I'll keep this. They are going to be, similarly to me, ramping into a super high cost commander that needs other stuff to work. We are in the same colors. This is the founding, dragon of this school. But they want to storm off. And I don't really storm off so much as I cast single big spells one at a time. Sometimes that's all you need. Yeah, we'll see how their deck is built. Could be super tempo, with just Prismari as a potential finisher. I'll say, if you're interested in Prismari, I don't know if I mentioned this yet in the video, I'll recommend Indris instead. Indris is actually in my deck. It is the otter that generates lightning bolts with Storm, and it is a very good Storm commander. I'll also recommend Brawl. Brawl's also good. Solar Transformer. Wow. More than meets the eye. This is a premier matchup. Yeah, for goofballs. Have a Vivi. I know you have a free spell. Do you want to hit it? Something's holding priority, at least. I think if this had, Ward pay 3, or Ward 2 pay 2 life like Avika does, that would be pretty nice. Ward pay 5 life, unless you have almost entirely killed yourself, just does so little. Hi, Brawl.
I'll do whatever it takes.
I'll do whatever it takes. That's what he said. Watch out! He's trying to flip a coin! I need to light him on fire. Vivi, come be ramped for me. I have Force of Will. Ooh, they're dazing. Haha. You know? Yeah. I can't pay the 1. We love the battle of the Is It Idiots. Well, looks like I have 1 Pyrokinesis and nothing to do. If they cast a spell, I can try to steal it. Maybe get another ping from Vivi. Yeah, I'll try to steal it. Invert Polarity! I love burning everything in my hand for sillies. For polarity, I would really like it if you did stealing for me, but thanks. Thanks for trying. Alright, we have a little reset here. I will not be able to play Zaffai and the Tempests. Not that there's anything for me to kill. Resonating Loot. This will allow them to cast big spells from their hand because it lets them tap these for double. Oh my god, look, it's you! Too bad this is all like creature removal. Can you play a creature for me? Thanks. This is not in my deck, just because I'd rather cast my stuff for free. You could put it in the deck. You know how Mind's Desire is in the deck and it's bad? You should change that for Resonating Loot. Lorien revealed. We draw 3. I'm just like sitting on burn that ain't doing nothing. Vivi, use fire magic. Okay, Vivi goes back into my hands. I guess I just sit here on Cryptic commands. Because they could play that next turn. Or they could have like 15 mana for, you know, Prismari. Alright, I will try to counter this and draw a card. Because I need something else. And I haven't played that many, like, Stormy cards yet. I guess the Seize the Spoils could be. Roll Crackling Wit. Going for that minus.
Observe, analyze,
Give me something better. I will discard Vivi and Pyrokinesis. Play a land, strike it rich. Yeah, I think this is a very good Storm Commander. Brawl Crackling Wit. Here's Prismari. They have 2 mana up because of the Resonating Loot. And they don't cast anything. Storm count, nothing. They could, of course, storm off of my spell count. That would work. Zaffai and the Tempests. Anything? Nope. Okay. Temporal Trespass. Anything?
another genius idea by Raul.
Nope. Great. Guess we're making otters. I'll take another turn. That is roll. Roll. Okay. Let's look for a spell. Oh, Magma Opus is cool. Ooh, what if I cast Magma Opus twice? Okay, so here's Roll. He's Rolly cool.
I can invent my
And then I'm gonna minus this roll.
There's plenty more where that came
And this is my problem with this card. You see how it has Ward paid 5 life? I'd pay 10 life to kill it. Because why not? No, I'm just gonna blast her face. I don't care. I'll tap this and this. Do it again.
Well, gotta work with what's available.
4 damage. I have to tap 2 things. I am actually going to tap down. Yes, I'm gonna tap this down here. I'll just tap you down again. Ping you. Yep, I pay the 5 life. This way I can attack with these 2 numbskulls. All right, let's see what we draw. Tablet of Discovery, Riverpire Verge. This one is still resolving. We are choosing to crack open the polluted delta and just grab a basic, maybe. Huh, Mystic Sanctuary. They can put a spell on top of their deck. They can't draw. They would need a full hand. I'm currently up to, I think, lethal damage, right? Yeah, I attack in. I don't need to cast the extra turn, even though we could. And we win the game. Unless... No, they don't have anything. 5 life. Who cares? Tyvar, Jubilant Brawler. Hello, Tyvar. You're going to be allowing things to tap right away in order to get those abilities. There are usually a lot of mana things, sometimes sacrificey things, but Tyvar can go kind of nuts with the right cards, generating a lot of mana and generating a lot of value. Hi, Tyvar. Play a land or elf. I'll spike it. Okay, that's Devoted Druid, which is, you know, it's kind of like a land or elf. I'll blast it. You can kill it for the low cost of fun. Devoted Druid has a bunch of, like, degenerate combos you can do to make infinite mana. Not all of them are in Arena, but it's very much like, oh no, I don't want to think about that one. All right, sweet. Illuminating Lash. I'd rather use that over Electrostatic Blast. Interesting. I actually think that they could have just killed it in response, then I would not have gotten the boon. Tyvar can bring that back using the minus. Badgermole Cub. 2 more mana from the land. And Leaf Crowned Visionary. I mean, I have this Pyrokinesis. I feel like I should use it. I feel like this is the time to use Pyrokinesis. I will play this as a land. Arcane Signet. See what I draw. Another land. And Pyrokinesis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. And I'll drop the Electrostatic Blast. I want to keep my ramp for Zaffai. Nice. Thanks. You're scary. Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay, well, I do have a counterspell. Not that I have the mana for it.
Let's make it a fight to rally, my friend.
Minusing and bringing back... What's the pick here? I feel like if you have elves in hand, it's Leaf Crowned. If you don't, Badger Mole. Let's see if I mill anything I can cast this turn. Or play. Oh, Cyclonic Rift. I can actually cast that this turn. I wouldn't have anything else to cast. So sad. Too bad. I'll bounce Allosaurus Shepherd. Yeah, that's right. Make you cast your silly elf again. I have a counterspell in hand. And this is a counterspell, but it's more than just a counterspell. Sylvan Ranger gets them a land. We, by the way, now have Power Crept Sylvan Ranger, Environmental Scientist. Is you if you were a 2/2. I don't think the new one's an elf, though. Is it a human? Scryfall, show me Environmental Scientist. It's a human druid. Yeah, can't go in the elf deck. So right now, they do have the ability to use Eladamri if there was something big on top. Okay, it was a little thing on top, so that's fine too. They still have a floating green. Are you gonna cheat something into play, Eladamri? Oh, I don't. Why are you targeting things? Okay. Got me worried for a second there, man. So I actually have 7 mana, and I can just Alrund's Epiphany and then bird up. So, bird up. Computer, watch this Deathrite Shaman exile a land from a graveyard. Zaffai Zaffai and the Tempests. Boop, boop, boop. If I want this for free, I gotta do it now. So I will. I am going to draw a card and put a permanent back into their hand. I could throw, like, Urborg back. I could throw Eladamri back. I think I'll throw Eladamri back. Yeah, it explores and gets me 2 birds, which kills the Tyvar. As if they don't just use him again. Deathrite Shaman, by the way, I don't believe gets additional mana from Badger Mole. Eladamri first, looking to see what's on top of their library. Did get a treasure cruise. They can now play Tyvar. Ooh, no, Aftermath Analyst. Because they have so many elves, they could crack this open here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. That's good value. Could you just wait? One mana short of doing this. They don't have 2 colors, so they can't do this. But like, yeah, whatever. I'm getting my lands. That's a lot of lands. I will pay for the treasure cruise because I have enough stuff in my graveyard. And I'm gonna get better spells, right? Yeah, I'll take Park the Waterfalls. So we want to play Indris first. We Park the Waterfalls. Draw a card. Take the extra turn. Oh, there's the Expropriate. That's actually the first time I've drawn it in any game. So we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we do not attack in with Zaffai. This card just, like, wish it didn't exist. Shouldn't be in the format, shouldn't be anywhere. Yeah, I want extra turn. What do you think, Tyvar? I get 2 extra turns. Okay, lovely. Is this one of the Storm Lightning Bolts? No, this is regular Lightning Bolt. I had to check. Yeah, connecting the dots. Give me roll. Give me flow state. Bop. There's Lightning Bolt with Storm. We found it. I found it. Oh, my opponent just stopped in the chat to say, hi, good game. Hello, good game. Let's... Oh, I meant to cast that one for mana and cast this for free. It's fine. I just need to stack up a bunch of free crap to get the lethal. All right, so Brainstorm. I'm going to try to do it so they don't have to declare any blockers. Okay, wow, that's... What the hell? That's all the Storm Lightning Bolts. Like, that is genuinely 3 of the 4 of them. Okay, whatever. Lightning Bolt! Followed by... Wait, I can just attack with the birds. That's the fastest way to do it. All right. Bird. Beep. Good job, birds. You ended the game for me. Liliana, Death's Majesty. Is this the one that reanimates on our minus? Yes, it is. So this is a mono black reanimator deck. I don't see what else it would be. Behold, a treasure token. Now listen, I'll take whatever ramp I can get. I'm playing Zaffai and the Tempest. He costs 7. I mean, it's clearly only referring to Zaffai because it's Human Bard Sorcerer. Even though there's like a Djinn and a whatever the other ones are. A tonic. There's a Djinn and tonic. So if I foretell this, I cannot cast it for free with Zaffai. But this should be coming at the turn before anyway. It could also be a zombie tribal deck. It could be, yeah. Look at you and all your fancy ramp. I don't want to start Get Rich here. I want to hold up Tail's End because Liliana could come out this turn. Perfect. And Surveil. Okay, it's a 6-mana spell. I probably shouldn't keep that. I'm out here thinking like, but Amy, what if I kept it? Yeah, what if I kept it? Probably shouldn't. Oh, wow, that's a naked massacre worm. This person actually got the read completely right. My deck has, I think, 3 creatures in it. So, yeah, throw this down whenever. It's not going to make a difference because I don't have creatures. Zaffai and the Tempests. And let's see what we can improvise. I got a Prismari Charm and a Prismari Command. Wow, school rep. Let's create a treasure token and destroy an artifact. Me, you. What does this one do? I will return Massacre Worm to your hands. Thanks, Improvisation Capstone. No, my commander. An Abyssal Harvester. If things go to the graveyard, they can exile them to get them back. But I'm going to get free crap each turn. Oh, it's one of my creatures. Tablet of Discovery and Ashling. I will discard Field of Ruin. Wow. It's like Field of Ruin. I could play this as a land. Sure. And I will cast Alrund's Epiphany. And I'm going to Lash the Harvester. And I'm going to win the game. Extra turns, extra birds, a little bit of ramp, a little bit of juice. Ketramos, the New Dawn, would like to exile everything and anything from every zone in my deck. But mostly the battlefield and the graveyard. Because Ketramos will draw a card each time they do, and because Ketramos is indestructible, my burn can't touch it. Okay, well, I can target it with the burn, but the burn doesn't do anything. Eventually, they'll be gaining back the life since they do lose 1 when they draw those cards, and attacking me with a giant menacing lifelinker. A Scrabbling Claws. That's Claws for Alarm. Hexing Swelter giving that ward pay 2 life could be really nice. I will do that. Here's the Hexing Squelcher. They could just play Ketramos, use the claws, draw a card. Let's see if that's what they do. Thanks to Gemstone Caverns, they have more mana than me. Here's Ketramos. There goes the Vista. There's a card in hand. There are now 2 cards in exile for Ketramos count. I'm safe to swing in, though. Well, I can, and I do. What? Are you trying to target my Hexing Squelcher? What if I got to exile something? Ketramos likes being exiled. Ah, dang it. I failed the flip. I have not had good luck with invert polarity today. Have some fun. Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of down with just getting lands. There's only a few counter spells in white. So Zaffai should be able to land if I get to 7 mana. And then we expropriate. And then maybe I can win off the expropriate, because it's a dumb card. Put a clause on this. If you cast this without paying its mana cost, you lose the game. Has anybody resolved an expropriate and lost? I have absolutely played against people who have taken like 6 extra turns in a row and still not managed to win the game. Is it embarrassing when people do that? Absolutely, because I'm stuck here like, damn man, how'd you not beat me? They don't usually make it into videos though, because it is very slow and very boring. Shouldn't surprise you. Okay, they're drawn more cards. Yeah, I hate Ketramos' design. A little bit of ramp. And a teleportation circle, because Ketramos is actually totally cool with him being exiled. And he counts it. Nope. Nope, they're gonna get more energy by blinking this. Sure. That also works. I'm not gonna start blasting. I'm gonna sit here on my Sublime Epiphany. I want to bounce Ketramos when he goes to attack. But maybe they'll cast something that I can counter. I guess I'll wait to see what they get on the tutor. Well, they don't know what they want off the tutor either. Doesn't matter, it's gonna get countered. Okay, sure. What's good? You got a reprieve? You reprieve your duress back into your hand? That doesn't actually stop the Sublime Epiphany. Oh, let's go, Glamers! They're gonna do a sorcery speed blink. I wonder why they sacrificed a thing for that. I guess because it wasn't doing anything for them. Yeah, you have more lands than me. Oh, a seething song! They blink it. They didn't order those in the way where Ketramos would see this blinked. And now Ketramos hits 7. So he'll be able to block, and he's indestructible. The pain. Here's Zaffai and the Tempests. Well, they have something at instant speed. All right. Here's Expropriate. It's very inappropriate. Now they might just have a kill spell / exile spell for Zaffai. If they do, okay. I accept this. I'm not happy about it, but I accept it. Okay, so they're desparking. I choose time. They have also chosen time. Electrostatic Blast. Seething Song. Alrund's Epiphany. Sorry, Indris. Love you, honey, but I gotta end this game. I'm gonna do Flubs! The Fool. This is 3 extra turn spells. I ain't gonna live that long. I will mulligan. Flubs will be casting spells for free, or for like 1 mana, playing a ton of additional lands, and discarding and drawing. It's kind of a storm deck. I don't have to worry too much about counter spells, but there's other like weird interaction they could play. Alright, Illuminating Lash is sorcery speed only. I'm not going to use it this turn, just in case I can bolt something. Perhaps a bird? There is no bird for me to bolt. So I will just bolt their face. I have bolted. Then I'll have a cryptic command. Rule Signet. More rock. More ruby. More time, more warp, more mass bounce effects. I will name human. And I could hold cryptic command. I think I would rather play Brawl. Nice. And I get a +2 because he's really hard to kill. And scry. I'd like another land. Look at that! The man finds you exactly what you need. Thank you, Brawl. It's really cool of you. Aw. Full Getra, thank you for the sub. Oh, there's an effect that lets them play additional lands. Flubs also lets them play additional lands. Okay, Lightning Bolt, followed by Lightning Bolt, pretty much. Swing in with Ruby. So they killed Brawl, so I can't use him to copy the extra turn spell because that's what I was going to do. At least I'm honest about it. Hello, yes, these are cards. I will counter that. And I will draw. Great. A little hobbit. Pass the turn. Oh no, I can't counter Flubs. I don't think this is the Flubs goes off turn. Notice that they played him with 2 cards in hand. This is not the Flubs going off turn. Yeah. That's right, you discarded. I'm gonna discover the formula. Cool, this is too many cards in my hand. Let's reduce those numbers. Starting with Time Warp. Me, I do it. Followed by Just kidding. There's no follow-up. I do some stuff and then I win the game. Wii Tong, Librarian. I do not have double blue, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't use this. I don't think this is a terrible hand, though. I'm gonna keep this. I'm hoping my Prismari command does me well. And because Wii Tong is their commander, I'm just immediately firing this off because they are going to be, oops, all instants. Wii Tong has flash, which means you can just play this ding-dang bird at any time. And, you know, draw cards off me searching my library. There's actually a second search spell I was considering putting in this deck. The one that just searches for an instant and sorcery. Or sorcery and puts it into your hand. While Wii Tong can't come out, I will make a treasure, destroy an artifact. Me, you. They're going to be playing on my turn, so I'm just trying to, like, secure myself as slightly as I can. I will try to play Brawl. Counterspell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that. Because it's Wii Tong. But don't worry, guys. I have Counterspell too. The sequel to Counterspell. I will wash away. I guess I could go for invert polarity, but I want the cheap spell. Mono Blue Gaming. I want to stock up. You don't have a counterspell. That actually resolved there. What the hell? Okay. I didn't expect to get this far. I get to cast stock up? Cavero Mind Bitten. That's a superior Spider-Man. He's going to put creatures in the graveyard and then become them. How terrifying. I guess I have some counterspells here. Counterspells do work. I have a big spell I can cast for free. It's Ancestral Recall. If it works, it works. I will start with the Pinnacle Monk, I think. Yeah. I need to play my lands while I got them, even though this is a very good card to recur spells, so I can cast them again with Zaffai and the Tempests. Now we have Prismari Charm up and Mana Leak up, so counter spells or bounce spells or burn spells. I could also surveil and draw a card. Psychic Frog. I will just try to get rid of that because I don't like it. Yes, you can become a 4/4 copy of it. I wish you wouldn't. Undercity Sewers. They surveil. If it's a land, they'll probably keep it on top, or maybe a techie spell, maybe a counter spell, maybe a kill spell, maybe a discard spell. A Tuda! Gross. I think the new charms are pretty good. I think the whole cycle is honestly pretty nice. I think the Lorehold one is my least favorite. I don't know if I care enough about countering this. Yes, it fills up their graveyard. But it costs a lot of life as they do. Now let's see what's on top. Oh, Sublime Epiphany. I'm just going to bounce it. A slight slowing. I got my 3 steps ahead. I don't have any mana rocks to copy, but I can just I can just counter spell, or I can use it to loot. Setting up for nice cheap treasure cruise and looking for more lands. Didn't find lands. There's a land. Right, how many cards do I have? I have 5 in the graveyard, so I think we could... Do I want to land VV here? I don't have enough to VV into Dig or Cruise. Yeah, I'm just gonna use up my mana and exile only a couple cards from the graveyard. Need 3. It's one of the things where I was considering, oh, do I want to leave up 2 mana so I can cast maybe a counter spell or a mana rock if I get it? Alright, Ripples. Do they pay a mana to get one of these cards? Ooh, nice. They can make a Valgaboth. I think you just grab the land here, or Mind Spike. Okay, Mind Spike, they can drop the River's Rebuke from my hand. Or like a different spell, but I would probably pick the Mind Spike. Unless they need lands. We'll see if they play a land here. Yeah, that means if they have a land in hand, they were actually set up to turn Cavero into something, but they didn't because they have Necromancy. Nice! Bringing out Valgavoth. I am 1 short on my big stinky freebies. That's fine. Everything back in your hand. Necromancy gets weird here. It's like, I'm triggering and sacrificing the card I was attached to. Oh wait, it's in the hand. It doesn't matter. Hey, do you want to become a 4/4 Psychic Frog? Do you want to discard to hand size? For real, me too. I mean, what? Yeah, all Amy's ever wanted to do is discard to hand size. Mind Spike! I don't actually know what you hit here. They have 3 choices. It does not actually show them the VV or the land. Alright, they're going for big counterspell. Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. They can exile things out of my graveyard. They could also set this up to do a reanimation from their own, but I think you just hit the big nasty spells you don't want me recurring. Ooh, no land? Looks like they're discarding the hand size. I think you just throw that Valgavoth right back where it came from. The trash. Vivi, Talisman. And they don't know I don't have anything to cast. They've got 5 mana now. They can again reanimate. Ooh, they're shocking in. What's the plan, man? Does it kill Vivi? Because that's completely understandable. Necromancy. Grabbing Valgavoth. Now, anything that goes into my graveyard will get exiled, so if they want to, say, kill Vivi and steal it, they could. Nope, they're just ripples. Great. Exiles a card. Probably River's Rebuke this time. Oh, Prismari Charm. Stop eating stuff out of my graveyard. I need those for digging. Oh, Blasphemous Act. I mean, it would take care of these two. Do I care? Amy in the old do I care camp. If I do this into dig, I'll only have 3 mana to work with. Sorry, opponent. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go key. Frozen Grip, Electrolyze, and Lightning Helix. This will go into the Valgavoth zone. I have to put on full control mode. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're just blasting. Get a little damage in on them. I'm just trying to stop them from hitting me with Valgavoth. Here, reanimate it again. I'm spinning my wheels while I dig. Collective Brutality, Persist, and Tainted Indulgence. I could see going for the Brutality. Persist can't... I mean, it can hit Psychic Frog, but it's not as good. It can hit Emperor of Bones. Oh no, Vivi! Yeah, Vivi's in exile. I got their life down to 11. I'm happy. While I'm looking for extra turn spells. It's like, ideally, I want to be digging for the discount so I can then have the spell that I find on dig for Zaffai and the Tempests. The problem is they exiled a bunch of stuff out of my graveyard. Alright, Superior Spider-Man, you are going to become a superior copy of... Okay, actually an inferior copy of Valgavoth. Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Which means I wouldn't be able to kill you very easily. Because I would have to sacrifice Zaffai. But I can afford to replay Zaffai on the next turn. I'll take it. Target has ward. Yes. One, two, three. Decline, because... Oh, wait, crap, he went to exile. Sorry, I was thinking I could dig him. Okay, well, I got rid of my commander by accident. That's fine. I've done dumber things, believe it or not. Pay 3 life. You know you wanna. Oops. I forgot that it was gonna be exile instead of going to the graveyard, because I was like, oh, well, with those cards going to the grave, I should be able to dig. She could not. What are you grabbing? Oh, you are paying 3 life. Assemble from parts. They can make a zombie copy of Psychic Frog or Mr. Bones. Except I can, I guess, stifle that. Okay, so they are targeting the Psychic Frog. They can now pay 3 mana to put the frog back into their deck and make a zombie token, but I am going to Tails End it. All I need is 2 hits with a 4/4. We're good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. They discarded Krang. Oh, my desire. One, two, three, 4. There sure isn't red mana here. Or sure isn't blue to go with the red. No, there's a blue mana here. Okay, so blue and... And I'll have the Is It Charm, which is like a mini counter spell. You. Blue and you. No, it tapped the only 2 blue sources I had. Yeah, because I have, I believe lethal here. If I counted right. Oh, wait. Target creature. Ugh, whatever. I'll counter your garbage. You'll pay 3 life. They can't. I can copy I can counter non-creature spells. I thought this one was 2 damage to any target. The Prismari charm is to any target. Ooh, big eyeball! Yeah, we say silly as always. I love Mind's Desire. I'm just planning on, like, yeeting this into play next turn. I'll probably like start with Is It Charm. Depends on if they tap out or not. Oh, well, they're just gonna let me win. Aw, I want to see what I got at random. Tifa Lockhart. She'll be coming down for just 2 mana and doubling her power for every single landfall. This hand has a counterspell I can cast, a counterspell I can't, and then a bunch of spells I'm very, very far away from. I think this is a little better. Lash can potentially hit Tifa. Maybe I can steal something off Invert Polarity. And I'm not even waiting. No matter what they do early, there are... I know what my lines are against Tifa. It is counter her or kill her. I will take a Seething Song. Seething Song gets me to Zaffai and the Tempest faster. A Llanowar Elf. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's on fire. Will you play Tifa into this deck? Unprotected. No, you won't. No, you won't, because lightning bolts are real. Yeah, elf off the shelf. Arboreal Grazer. That's cool. I want to steal Tifa. Or something else from your deck. The point is I want to steal. One more land, and then Seething Song goes into Zaffai, and the Tempest goes into Temporal Trespass. Sure. We'll draw a card off Illuminating Lash. My beautiful 5 floating mana. Here comes Zaffai and the Tempests. There is no Elemental Blast to stop it. I'll take an extra turn. Yeah, man, you're the one who wasn't playing their commander. Heliod, the Radiant Dawn, can discount your spells and let you cast them for free. When he enters, he also brings back, well, enchantments and gods. Or is it non-gods? Enchantments that are not gods is what he brings back. I have Fire Magic to kill little things, Tablet of Discovery for ramp, and Narcissus Reversal, which will probably not do anything against them because they probably don't have that many instants and sorceries. Actually, they might have a good amount. I've seen Heliod decks that are very much focused on the Enchantress part, and I've also run into Heliod decks that are just blue-white tempo. So maybe this Narcissus Reversal will do something. Oh, before they have anything at all, I am going to crack open Bloodstained Mire, and I'm going to Surveil. Why do this first? Because there's a cat in my way, and it's really hard for me to see the screen. She's purring. She's like, yay. You can't see the screen at all because I'm in the way, and I'm really cute. Yes, you are. You're a good little cat. Mwah. Kiss her. They said, oops, because they chalked that in. Really? You weren't holding some sort of weird interaction? I don't believe that for a second. I kind of want to play Tablet of Discovery next turn, not this turn. Just in case I mill a land. Oh, a Ranger Captain of Eos! Let's try to steal it! I countered it. Boring. Tablet of Discovery. I did in fact mill a land, and I'll use that to play Ashling. And I'm going to drop Fire Magic because it can't kill their commander, and it probably can't kill a lot of other stuff in their deck. A Ghost Quarter. Oh, yeah, we could trade lands. Ding bong. I think I could technically just Karn's Portal Sundering here. Yeah, I'm gonna try to land Zaffai and the Tempests. Their tail's ending it. That's totally fine with me. Attack in. Ashling is very cute ramp in this deck, since so much of the spells in this deck are just, hey, look at how much mana I have. I am not flipping her. Blue, blue. decline, play a land. We could go for this again. Kind of hoping that they don't counter it, but they sure did leave blue up. I don't know. Trying to make sure it leaves my Narset's reversal mana up, because it was not doing that on the auto tap. Me extra turn, you back in hand. Wow, really? Alright. Cool, I guess. Quintorius History Chaser. Might make me history by getting a lot of value, exiling cards out of their graveyard. I have no early counter spells, nothing that can kill Quintorius. I have one way to bounce him. This is a little iffy. I'm gonna mulligan. I like Lightning Bolt. It might not be able to kill Quintorius, but it's still a good card. Yeah, this can't hit Planeswalkers. So this is in the deck over Fury, just because my deck is about instants and sorceries, and I can cast it for free. But Fury can hit Planeswalkers, which is why it's a good card. Yeah, the card that I'm probably most looking for is anything that can exile as they discard, because the plus ability discards and gets extra value. Usually looking for those currency converters. Yeah, Quintorius can be your commander. That's crazy. All Planeswalkers can be your commander in Brawl, unless they're Oko, because he's banned. I wish that they would remove all Planeswalkers as commanders, but that's just me. Gonna use this to ramp. You can take that out of my graveyard if you'd like. Please don't tithe this. I would really just like to play Chandra. She's ramp. That's what she does. Yay, she landed! Oh, good. I will exile card. It's Prismari command. I can't use it. Pop it. Oh, Cathar Commando. Would go into the car. You gonna exile my Opus? Okay. One white mana. That's it, one white mana. I'm sure they're doing something funky. Oh, basic land cycling. Sure. The car. This is just a car. When I think the car, specifically the boy car, I'm thinking of the Regalia. That's the car full of boys from everybody's favorite Final Fantasy. The one with the cars and the boy. A car, I guess singular. There's chocobos in it. Ooh, hold up! They have played Tersa! This changes things. It does. When they attack in, I'm gonna Pyrokinesis. Bing bong. Doo-doo-doo. Bye, Lightning Bolt. I love you, Lightning Bolt. I guess I'll just name human on this. Humming. I don't have double blue, so I can't cast any of these. Alright, what do we got?
Yup, you're going down.
I can't afford to cast it. I'm sorry. I'm at 6 mana, not 7. Pyrokinesis gone. Are y'all ready for this thing to be in standard? This was one of the cards revealed for Fracture. Quintorius time? Quintorius can make spirits by exiling with this. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer. No, I don't want a Pact of Negation when I don't actually have mana to pay for it. I failed my capstone. Oh no! They'll discard 2 and draw 2. Her plus used to be able to redirect to planeswalkers, right? Yeah. Shame. I think everything should be able to hit planeswalkers. No! I need her for ramp! Don't put her in the hole.
We're done here.
With this deck function in Commander, you would take out almost every counterspell and add in a lot more silly business. Hi, your unlicensed host is holding priority. Okay, sure. I'm planning on end step Cyclonic Rifting the Static Prison back into hand. Quintorius, I know there's a lot of different things you can do. But may I recommend playing your commander and then using your hearse to trigger your commander. Maybe not at instant speed, but at some point. They are searching for an equipment. What is the equipment of your choice? Lion Sash, yep, for 1 white mana, they can exile a card from the graveyard, triggering 1 at a time to make those spirit tokens. Do you play it? You gonna hit me with the hearse? Sure. We get bonked for quite a bit of damage. And you gonna play that cat or what? Guess not. All right. Static Prison, release my card. So I have a chance of maybe playing my commander. All right, sweet. Double red. I'll pay life. Maximum fixing. All right, Zaffai and Tempests. Oh, very tempting, but no. Season of Weaving. We are going to clone and bounce. This lets me cast another spell for free, Mind's Desire. All right, and my Mind's Desire is a land. I can't use that. A land. I can't use that. And a counter spell. You have betrayed me, Mind's Desire. How dare you? I wanted silly boy spells. No silly boy spells. Quintorius. No Quintorius. Okay, we win. Chromium, the mutable, can flash out, give himself hexproof, and is usually just an excuse to play Esper control. How often is Chromium himself actually, like, relevant? Pretty much never. This hand is very slow, but, like, eventually, this is here. Will Vivi just die? Yeah. Vivi is gonna eat some removal, so maybe Brawl will get to land, and then eventually maybe I'll get to 7 mana and I'll play Zaffai and then I'll get a free capstone. I gotta believe. I gotta believe in my deck's ability to do anything. Hey, how you doing? Who knows? Maybe it will be Esper Dragons. Wouldn't that be neat? Yeah, at least, like, when I'm playing this deck, it kind of looks like I'm holding counter spells even when I don't have them. And there are plenty of counter spells in this deck. Like this one. All right, Vivi, eat a spell. Oh my god, Mana Tithe. I'm actually surprised to see Mana Tithe in this deck. But yeah, I'll take it. Next up, let's see. Roll Crackling Wit. Mana Leak. Great. What's next? Amen. You're not a human. You're an elder dragon. You gonna play Risco? Maybe. Here's Chandra. They're like, which of my many counter spells would I like to use? Force of Negation. Oh yeah, Pact of Negation. I'll pay 5 mana. Wash away. Okay, so they wanted to make sure this resolved, so I have to pay the 5. Hi, Cloud. Cloud, I guess you're a human. Sure. Getting Assimilation Aegis. Sure. Check it out. A land. I can almost cast my commander. I said almost. I can't. But I almost can. I mean, I can't, but, like, imagine if I could. Are you imagining it? Are you thinking about it? I am. It's pretty good. Oh, Chromium also can't be countered, right? Yeah. Don't Forge Mystic. Girl, what are you doing over here? Is this Chromium equipments? But also, like, a bunch of counter spells because you're an Esper deck? It's not Chromium humans. That's not a human. I see how they have 1 mana up? I don't know if I want to go for it. But you know what? I have Pact. Let's go. Zaffai and the Tempests. Awesome! It resolved! Okay, I will Karn's Temporal Sundering. Me, extra turn. You back in hand. I have the Pact of Negation. I'm protected. At least moderately so. Wash Away was already used? It was? Oh, hey, Cavern of Souls. Let's see what I get for free off the Improvisation Capstone. Cyber Siphoner. We're gonna grab... there's nothing in my graveyard. They don't care. Cloud Midgar Mercenary. Tutors for an equipment, and then doubles up any equipment abilities that are attached to it. I feel like Cloud is one of those decks that I know I'm going to build eventually, and I'm kind of surprised I just haven't brewed it yet. I'll get there. Do you like their Casey avatar? Yeah, he looks cool. And I feel like it's appropriate for an equipment deck because it's like, yeah, Casey Jones smacks you with whatever sporting equipment he has. Ooh. Song of Fire and Ice. Song of Fish is Delish. Play Ashling. I'll drop this really cool rock. Mystic's Mastery. I can use that to recast these. Guess I should have dropped that. Except I'm going to exile this spell because I really don't want to deal with the Sword of Icy Hot. Sorry, Cloud. You sure? Okay. They did the math. I could pay to flip this over, but I don't have a spell, so I don't really want to. I'd rather, like, play the tablet, I think. The Tablet of Discovery. Will likely just burn a card, throw it in my graveyard, since it would have to be specifically, I think, Lightning Bolt or Shove Aside. Yeah, and that is not what I got. So we sit here. Yeah, if you want to play a mono blue deck to somebody in chat that is not Oops All Counterspells, I definitely will recommend the UA deck. So the UA deck is a clones deck. It is absolutely not built to be smart. It is built to turn things into the moon. And that is exactly what it does. It takes things and it turns them into the moon. I guess I could time warp. Then I could time warp again. I don't really want a mono blue explorer, but it's probably the right move. I take an extra turn. It happens. No splatter technique. I would like to draw 4 cards. I don't have Zaffai mana, even if I bolt this in. Wow, that is a lot of lands. Do I have interest in making any, like, Brain Freeze decks? Not really. Ooh, they're about to put Sword of Discard and Untap, I think, on top of their deck. Nope! Sword of Mountain Dew and Doritos! It's gonna let them play additional lands and put a bunch of cards into exile. Wow, that sure was 4 lands you drew. I was hoping for, like, 1 damage-based spell. Hey, Fembard! Thank you for the sub. I'm playing a bard right now. This bard. Yep. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so, like, I have the ability to go for looping spells, or I can recast both of these by overloading Mizzix's Mastery. Aww. Okay, well, they get to choose for me. Now I can no longer overload this. They have protection from red as well. That's still fine with me. Can I overload a spell with Zaffai? No. Alright, here comes Cyber Siphoner. Surprise, it's not red. So it should, hopefully, be able to block. I'm going to grab the Time Warp. And I'm going to chump block. Unless... Okay, no, we're going to chump block. They hovered over their hand like they had something. They don't. Here's Zaffai and the Tempests. 7 mana. Took me a while. I mean, they got rid of my cool rock. All right, Time Warp. We do it. I have now done the Time Warp again. I have free counter spell. Pinnacle Monk. We grab Time Warp. Mizzix's Mastery. We Time Warp. You've seen where this goes. We cast Time Warp. Did I have fun? No. Harris, the Storm Spinner. We may both be Izzet decks, but they are one of the kings of tempo. Able to come down for just 2 mana, just not on the first 3 turns of the game. This hand's a little funky, because I cannot stop a Harris with any of this, but I have really cool spells, so I'm going to keep it. Mystic Sanctuary, you will not be recurring any spells for me. Electrostatic Blast, I mean, maybe they'll play a little guy. They did not play a little guy. I will play the Talisman of Creativity to try to increase my mana. And they are countering it. Yeah, because a Harris is so cheap and so powerful, essentially having triple strike, I feel like they're probably very advantaged in this game, unless I draw well. Okay, a Library of Alexandria and a Swarm Yard. Are we doing this? I've considered putting Library of Alexandria in this deck specifically. Alright, they make a Goblini. I killed the Goblini. I'll get a little card selection when I play another non-creature spell. I think I should play this as a land, unfortunately. I'm not at Treasure Cruise yet. If you give, like, a Harris the +3/+0 haste spell, it's straight up 15 damage for 3 mana. Also, right now, the only thing that's kind of keeping me feeling all right is what their mana base looks like. If they want to play Harris, yeah, they can prevent him from dying with the Swarm Yard, giving them regeneration, but they don't have the mana to cast other spells, which is good for me. Now I'm gonna sit here on Pact of Negation. Aw. Yeah, this is the awkward, like, well, I guess you could pay for it. I would only fire this off if there was something that desperately needed to be countered, which, at the moment, there isn't. We're gonna pass back to them. This is gonna be a Discover the Formula turn, I'm pretty sure. Followed possibly by Pact of Negation. Again, if there's something that needs to be stopped. And no, I can't make this cost -1 mana. Funny as that would be. I like their Pinkie Pie. I should change my avatar back to Pinkie Pie soon. I wanted to get in the spirit of Strixhaven. Look, we're going to school. They got a cool band there. My turn? My turn! Please don't counter it. Oh, right. I forgot I had Electrostatic Blast. Oh, Spell Pierce? I'll pay 5. Okay, these are the cards I got. Great, those are just going away forever. Nice. And I pay 5. How many cards are in my graveyard? 4. Mind Stone! Now I have enough mana to cast everything forever! And maybe I'll have a good Mind's Desire. Hey, do you not have a copy of Mind's Desire and do you want to make this deck better? Take Mind's Desire out. This is in this deck because I love Mind's Desire. They did play something from outside their hand. They put their commander, so they get to deal 2 damage to my face. I'll play Indris. Shuffling some funky little spells for my deck. I would like to Seething Song. I'm just trying to draw some good cards off Indris. I'm gonna Treasure Cruise next. I don't have another blue up after this. A Force of Negation. The Seething Song? Okay, sure. Alright, let's see what they do next. Expressive Iteration does give them the chance to put something outside of their hand to play or cast. And while I can counter spells from outside of their hands, it may not be enough. Wash Away. Were your choices just, like, terrible? I think they might have misclicked. That's possible, because they can, like, just keep that there. Yeah, they're currently, by the way, on not enough colored mana. Okay, Fury. They're dealing damage to Indris. They can clone it with Kiki Jiki, Reflection of. Yep, that's going to be a problem for me. That is lethal, right? Actually, no, because a Harris did not see anything from outside of hand. Somehow I'm alive. Do I go for Zaffai and the Tempests? I'd like to. I know you don't have colored spells. My turn! Again. Free time warp. Me. They can regenerate a Harris if I do this. Actually, not yet, not yet, not yet. Flow state. Just lands, sure. I'm trying to decide if I want a Mind's Desire. Of course I'm gonna Mind's Desire. I love this spell. Hit something good. Okay, 3 steps ahead. That's not useful. Polluted Delta. Honey. I'll play the island. We can 3 steps ahead, and I will draw and discard. Yes. I found another extra turn spell. I'll discard, let's go with the Steam Vents. I'll try attacking in. My mind desired lands. It sure did. Behold! Another extra turn. Try to hit a Harris. They can regenerate it, but that's also fine. It just means he's tapped. I would like to draw 4 cards. I shouldn't have done that. I only had a red source that was on a pain land. Well, you know what? That one's my fault. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. As you probably could tell from the video, Zaffai and the Tempests is very strong. If your opponent is not able to stop them on the turn you play them, you will take additional turns. Now, occasionally you will kind of brick and not really have the cards you need, but I think that I got this deck to the right amount of filtering big spells, small spells, and control. In fact, it has a 73% win rate across all of the versions that I had made, and I think that the deck is pretty good. And as you kind of saw in the video, it is the better choice over Prismari for a giant spell casting creature from this set. I think Zaffai and the Tempest is, yes, strong, but no, not that fun. To me, taking a bunch of extra turns does not make me feel great, big, and powerful. It makes me feel like a jerk. But I did really like casting Improvisation Capstone for free. That made me feel awesome. If you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you'd like to suggest a commander from the set for me to brew, please let me know in the comments, or just like leave a comment saying who your favorite professor is from Strixhaven. And if you all say Professor Onyx, which is Liliana, I get it. She's really, really hot. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.